Hi, buddy. This is Zeus. Some of you haven't seen him for a while, and some of you have never seen him. He's my old dog. We're hanging out a little bit with a coffee. I'm going to do a horsey check. I'm going to talk about some of the changes that are going to happen in the next, hopefully, few days. Still working on signs, lots of those to do, and then we can finally put them in. Let's bring the coffee along for the ride. Now, it's early morning, so we'll do a little horsey check and talk about some changes that are happening. We've got a few days of good weather, so it's time to do an upgrade that I've been trying to do, I've been thinking about doing for an awfully long time. Sun's out, it's a beautiful day. We've got little Annie here coming up to say hello. She always comes up to say hello. Hello, Annie. How's it going? She says, not bad, not bad. If you could top up my hay bag, that'd be wonderful. Annie's doing fantastic with saddle training. She is really coming along. We've got to a point now where I'm sort of riding from the ground is what I call it. She always loves a good scratchings, and she's getting lots and lots of that while working. So, lovely horse. Off to Mr. Wild. Let's go say hi to him. He's always chitty chatty. See that big cloud of steam that comes out of this guy when he talks. Hey, big guy. I know, smells like Annie. He says, can I nibble on your hand a little bit? No. No nibbling. I bet. He's doing well. So, here's a hint. Got ourselves a big pile of gravel, which, by the way, has gone up double since last year. There's Lena over there. Just gonna chuck my coffee up high. Okay, so let's talk about the upgrade that's happening before we head on down the way. This paddock and this paddock are one of the originals. So the very first paddock was the top one, and then built the second one, and then knew that more space was required and came on down this way, built this one. But this one was always a little bit awkward. And the reason was that all of these paddocks are or can be connected. Well, this one's sort of temporarily got the string up. So the idea though is that this was a lane that could head down. But the problem is that when you keep horses on dirt and mud and stuff like that, it turns into a nightmare. And it gets muddy, it gets filled up with manure, it gets very divvy, all that kind of stuff. It's very hard to clean, very bad for horse husbandry. Look at Lena waiting for some scratches. So this paddock here had this awkward set of boards that sort of sat on the edge after a little bit. It was open for a bit, but it's just turned into a mud pit. But it was also possible to kind of go down into there, and I think this fourth paddock wasn't quite built then, and so the horses could kind of go down here. It was fun, but it was an absolute nightmare and a mess to try to clean up and manage, and it just turned into a mud pit because it's very, very wet here in the lower mainland. So it just wasn't really working out, so I ended up blocking it off, as I said, with that and that one there, until one day I could finally get in here with some gravel and stuff. And that day, hopefully, is today or tomorrow, maybe. We'll see how things go. We'll see how the schedule looks. Hello, Lena. Don't often come on this side, do we? And the fence needs some repairs. This bit here had broke when they were taking this tree down a little bit, and they knocked it off onto there, and then that. So this tree actually needs to come down. So that's another thing that's going to happen, is this it's dead. I mean, you can see right here it's pretty rotten, so it's got to come down. I'm going to take it down right down the middle there and haul it out. That'll be that. This will get all filter cloth, which I've got to pick up today, but the first step is to kind of get it raked out a little bit, flattened out a little bit. The posts over here, I can't remember which post it is. Let's see. Is it this one? Yeah, this one needs fixing or replacing. It's not very good. I don't know. I think this one's okay. Let's find out. Yeah, nice and solid. Nice and solid. So that one's still good. This one needs to be replaced or another one put in, because I've got to line it up with this fence anyways. come in here, and it's a little bit over there. And then this paddock also can be made bigger, or should be made bigger at the same time, because we're already here. And so now, when done, this whole lane will be gravel. These two paddocks will be extended out here, so over to here. I think this post is, it's not bad. Could be slightly better, but it should be fine. Hello, Lena. How are you? You've got a little piece of hay just hanging down right there. Why don't you... She says, can you just please scratch my butt or my shoulder? A little bit. No, it's definitely the... I'm not touching that though. Gross. So, fabric, gravel, get rid of tree, move fence, take this stuff down. Bam. This space will be better. Okay, moving on to the rest of the horses on this gorgeous morning. These paddocks are going to look great. I can't wait. I'm going to work on that starting today. The gravel just came in yesterday, and as I was saying, it's gone up almost double. It's insane. Still a little chilly, not a lot. It's only about maybe 1/8 of an inch of ice on there. Well, okay, Lena, bye-bye. On there, but it's cold, which is good, because we actually, last night when I was with the horses, there were some mosquitoes coming out. So it's good that it kind of got a bit frosty. Hopefully it sort of kills them off a little bit. Because it's way too early to have mosquitoes. It's crazy talk. Hello, Gracie. Hello, how are you doing today? She says, not bad. Not bad. How about a quick scratch? Okay. She's got a particular spot we need to get to. Right there, maybe? Right inside the ear. Oh, shake. Sounds like my neighbors are up and early doing stuff. They've been working on their Kwanzaa hut. If you don't know what a Kwanzaa hut is, it is that. That is what is referred to as a Kwanzaa hut. Covered arena for us, but for them it's sort of a storage facility. Yoka's busy eating, so we will pass her by. And theirs broke. I guess that when they originally installed it, they didn't quite do it right or something like that. The fabric's all ripped, and I think part of the structure didn't make it so well. Hello, Luke. How are you this morning? This is pretty good. Those guys are noisy over there. Yes, they are. Hi, buddy. And we'll go say hi to Roni. So it's going to be a busy morning. I'll see what I can take for video throughout the process, but it's not any different than we've done in the past. About at least 9 times. Every one of these paddocks is built pretty much with the exact same process. You put that fabric down, and then you put down the gravel and tamp it down as best as you can, but mostly it's just time that does it. Hi, Roni, want to say hi? He says, I'm thinking about it. And that is always going to be, in my opinion, the best process. You put down. I had a good question come in. Well, do you have to put the fabric down? Yes, you have to put the fabric down. How many inches do you have to put down? At least 3 to 4. When you tamp it down, it's going to go down 20%, 10-20% for sure. It's going to sink down. Good 4 inches, should last a little while. So you have to make, you know, like these patches that you see here. This looks a little grayer than this stuff here because it's newer. Luke's is going to get a bit of a resurfacing while we've got this material here. So there's going to be repairs as well, and that's good or easier to do if you don't have or if you have the fabric. If you don't have fabric, then you're just digging up mud because physics just works that way. The less dense material is just going to float to the surface. So mud and sand, little bits and pieces. I think the girls were doing donuts here. Kids, eh? And the gravel being more dense will sink down. So when, like, we have a lot of water here, obviously, so we get a lot of rain. That's going to allow that lighter or less dense material to come to the top. So you're just doing that. So that's what the fabric does. It's absolutely vital. So that's what we'll be doing there. It's a beautiful morning. The willow tree is starting to show signs of life. I don't know if you can see that. Little leaves sort of popping out. Everything's coming alive. It's warmer. Neighbors are noisy. What a day. So I'm gonna get on with feeding horses and then on with the chores. Should be a fantastic day. So see you guys in a little bit, hopefully, when more stuff is done. And there's my dog, Zeus. Come here. Here he comes. Oh no. You can do it, buddy. Ah, go slow. Hi. He's an old dog, but he's still going. He bunny hops his way along, but he's all right. Okay, we're getting on with this project. First thing I gotta do is cut the fence. This is the real thing. This is, once you start cutting fences and taking them down and stuff, then, well, you're in it. So this fence here, the way this string works is it goes all over the place. And in this case, it goes down and goes into where Lena is. She's in the arena right now because I'm gonna do some work. And the fence is gonna come partially down, and this tree is gonna be coming down, and I just don't want her around real close by in case of that. Obviously, stuff like this, it's gotta be repaired. Lots of work to do. So first thing to do, and this is the real thing, is cut these lines. These lines are fantastic. If you've never heard of this type of fencing, it usually attaches with these, but these are kind of pricey, so I don't actually use them anymore because, well, they're pricey, but they also give out. You see how all these have a knot on the end? And that's because inside that mechanism, there's a little mechanism in there that sort of catches the wire. But over time, it sort of wears out, so it's weird. So anyway, what I end up doing is not using these, but you pull them and they'll catch the line. Like they've got a little clamping, sort of just based off of friction. A little sharp little bit in there that just sort of, you can pull it one way but not the other. And that's what allows you to pull it tight. So gotta sort that out once I put it back up. But for now, we're cutting it, and this is it. First cut, because I got to get rid of this fence, and I just use a pair of nippers here, and that's it. Now it's open. So this is actually, I just looking at that right now, seeing that fence gone, it just makes me feel good. This is going to be great. I'll get rid of all these rocks and even this out, this, that, and the other. Let's get on with it. Okay, tree's down. I had to turn the camera off. I had to go get the excavator and I ended up pushing it down. But look at this thing. It is rotten. So I'm glad I got it down. You can see a tree goes down and falls apart like this. You've got issues. So it's an old tree. I wasn't sure if it was going to come hit the gate, so I took the gate off and gave it a good cut. And I just pushed the rest of the excavator because I wanted to be able to direct it right in the middle, just in case it was going to go all the way to the fence line, which it did not. Anyways, that's down. Moving on. All right, we are mid-afternoon. A lot of progress. This whole area has been leveled and graded and cleaned up, and the tree gone. That's it. Dug out of the ground for the most part. Cloth bought, picked up, put down, all that kind of business. So what's next? Next up is, look at this guy. He's like, what's up, man? You guys look like you're real busy. He's pretty relaxed. He's been enjoying the process. He loves watching action happen around here. But the next step is to get this a little more cleaned up. And then this area here needs to be patched properly. So figuring out where all the patches go. You can see where there's a previous piece here, and that goes all the way back to there. And what I want to do is I want to shape this edge to fit under this edge to where it's kind of good. See, there's kind of a hole there, so we want to cover that up. And then once that is done for the whole length, then we can start bringing in gravel to fill this area right here. Slowly work it as we go. I've got that post to put in yet because, as mentioned, the post that is here has I don't know what's going on. It's there, it works, but it's not gonna be that good. Plus the second thing is that it doesn't line up with these posts. You know, this goes here and that post is way over there, so I need a post essentially here. So we just need to put a post in, and then fencing, gravel. Yeah, everything's been working out pretty good, other than the cost. This stuff has gone up in price. Gravel's gone up in price. What are you gonna do? By the way, We're getting there. Everybody's content. It's quiet today. You can see everybody's chilling out at the moment. They've all just been eating and playing around a bit. So it's a good day. It's a very good day. Wonderful weather. Great day to be doing this. Probably like 15 degrees Celsius right now. It is warm. So this is going to get done pretty soon. When you see it next, hopefully it'll be done. I won't drag you through the process of it. It'll be done. Well, it's the end of day 2. We've got an awful lot of work done. But I want to show you guys something really quickly. Check this out. A very special guest showed up and brought this amazing little box. Look at this thing. That side's got that logo. That side's got that logo. It's called Home and Away. But most importantly, filled up with carrots. So we could take some carrots over to the horsies and they'd love it. They'd love this box. This has been the box of goodness. So here you go, buddy. Nom nom nom. Good boy. You're good. These guys get actually too many carrots because they're right next to it. Yeah, you kind of keep it up here. Sometimes I put it in the... Get it, Annie. Try it. Good girl. It's important to kind of check out your horses, see if they can do the... All right, just a little bit more. Bite it. Good boy. Excellent. Moving on. I'll give you guys an idea of what has been going on, what has been done. We're not quite done, but it's just almost there. Check this out. So the goal has been to sort of make more space. I want to make more space because the idea being that hopefully without having to make more paddocks, because that's kind of impossible in this joint, and also very expensive. Just this upgrade alone was $1,000, and that is just eye-watering to me compared to what it was last year or the year before. Hello, Lena. I will be there in just a moment. Trust me. So what has happened? Well, we've got some patches done. This area here was kind of busted up, and that area there was busted up, and this area here was busted up. That area was busted up, and this area was busted up. And well, the plan changed a little. It was sorted out that this space here would be absolutely useless as a pathway. I really just wasn't going to use it, and I thought, yeah, I agree with that. So usable for the horses now. Now, look at this guy. I've got a little bit of cleanup left to do in here underneath the mats with some stuff, and so cleaned all that out. Now this has been extended all the way down, and I worked it out. There's 1,200 square feet of extra space for the horses. Now, I know I originally said I was going to extend this one too, but again, the new idea was, well, maybe this area here can be used for 2 horses, which it easily can. 2 horses that can share. We've got 2 horses that can share, but I'm going to let you guys guess who those will be. They will not be moved today. I am utterly exhausted. I've taken a shower, changed my clothes. I am not working hard, or I'm not doing much of anything other than making sure these guys are fed. Come here, Lena. Come get a carrot. Make it speedy. She says, I'll go at the speed I choose. Nom nom nom. Nice bite. Oh, a little more. Good biting. Look at that. That's thick. Good bite test. This gate here is kind of temporary. Gates also are an eye-watering cost right now. It's just not in the budget. So this is kind of an old gate that was here. It's still usable for what it is. I've still got to fix the hotline, which I'm going to do tomorrow. And make sure that they kind of stay off of this. It's held on by twine, which brings up an old joke. There's this joke. It's like his farmer says to his son, he says, put that twine away. We have absolutely no use for that here, says no farmer to his son. And it's true. Twine is used everywhere. You can use it for all kinds of things. It's breaking strength. I mean, it is really strong. It takes a lot to break twine. And they're not going to get through this gate. They're not even going to bother. That hot wire will be up. It just won't be going this way. There'll be no reason. So, okay, last piece. Here you go. I don't know. I'm being kind of sweet on you because we're right here. Look at this. So, this was an extra lot of work. And was an all-day job, part of yesterday. Obviously, tree came down. There was a tree here. That's gone. Totally just dug it out of the ground, essentially, and then just buried what was left. It was a lot of work because it was still kind of solid at the bottom, but really rough at the top. So let's go see if any other horses want a little piece of carrot. How much have I got? I got a bit left. No, you're good. Yeah. So that comes down to here, obviously, right? If we come down this way, we can see how far that comes to. And I really, boy, you know, there is an idea to somehow make a little pathway, and I like that idea an awful lot, but I'm gonna wait till I save up a little more cash, because gravel's expensive right now. Actually, freight is expensive and the gravel is expensive, especially crusher dust, which is what we use for this stuff. Crusher dust is the stuff to use for paddocks. For the trail system, it's a road base. So we use that. Hello, Yoko. You came over. Gracie did not. So here you go. Nom, nom, nom. All right. So the boys are waiting. I got one more carrot. I'll go back to Gracie a little later. Don't worry. When I go to feed, I take that box with me. Everybody gets a carrot. It's all good. Just a little extra at the moment. Hi, buddy. Chew test. Nom, nom, nom. Don't take it all. Thank you. A bit more Ferroni. So I'm going to let you guys guess on who is moving. There will be 2 horses put in there. So if you can figure out who will go together well for sharing, and also picking about paddock maintenance or paddock care. This one's for Roni. There you go, buddy. You don't have to bite it. You just get to take it. Absolutely gorgeous day. We have had fantastic weather. I'll be back. You guys will have food shortly, or at least brand new food. Had food all day. Paddock maintenance is important. Some horses are pretty lively when put together, and that's really bad for the paddocks. It makes a lot of extra work, and it's not desirable from a horse husbandry standpoint. So gonna be some changes around here. Some horses are moving around, and it's cool. It's kind of exciting. So this will be just this upgrade for now. We'll see how things go in the future, whether I can do more. But right now I'm just going to wait until I save up a little more cash, and then we'll figure out what we can do. I kind of want to turn this area into a little bit of an obstacle zone. So you kind of come into here, and then there'll be, you know, some obstacles to kind of get around, and then you come back out, and it'll be a little bit fun. But I do want to leave it more forest than sort of that graveled over area that horses can live in a lot. Lena says, where are the carrots? They love carrots. So that's it for this one. It's the end of the day. The sun is on its way down. So I'm going to settle down now. And I will see you guys tomorrow when we figure out which horses are going to move and how this is all going to work out, and how much space we'll have after. Hi, buddy. I know, no more carrots. Not right now. You've had lots. And we'll see what we can do in the future. I've got a few things that I want to talk about in regards to interviews or being able to figure out what's going on with BC Wildies. That kind of stuff is moving forward in the background. Nice to have. So that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.